Well, good morning and welcome, Xango Nation, to another XU faculty workshop. Today, my name is Collie Butler, and I will be talking about our bold compensation plan with Xango. Now, this is going to be a detailed compensation plan training. I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible, but we're going to go into all the great, wonderful features of Xango. Our compensation plan sets us apart from any other compensation plan in the industry. If you're not familiar with compensation plans, you just need to learn the basics. And we're going to talk about just the basics. When you're talking to somebody who's not really familiar with compensation plans, you just need to show them the basics, how much they can make their first 30, 60, 90 days, and paint the vision of what they can make, as well as a game plan to achieve that and to build the right kind of a business that will achieve the results that they want financially. However, when you are talking to people that know compensation plans in our industry, it is really important to learn some of our special features in our comp plan that has created more than 100 millionaires. Million-dollar earners have actually cashed commission checks exceeding $1 million in the first 10 years, which is 5 times that of the closest competition. It's very important to understand how and why Xango has created so many more million-dollar earners, but more importantly, so many people who make $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month. Xango has opportunities all the way across the board. We're a company that doesn't just have the rich and poor, but we also have the middle class. Any financial goal that you have, you can achieve. So we're going to talk about that. Don't worry if you can't remember it, because the really great thing is we record these webinars. It will be available to you, and you will be able to simply share this compensation plan training with anyone if you come across somebody who starts asking you questions about our compensation plan that you don't know the answer to or that you're not familiar with sharing yet. Just point to the tool, and that's what we're doing this morning. So let's just get right into it. Our compensation plan has some fantastic features. We not only have the opportunity for a monthly residual income, which is our unilevel comp plan, which is the most exciting thing for me, but also leadership pools for brand new people building with customers, the 1Ks, the 5Ks, the 20Ks, to leadership pools for premiers and above. Trips, incentives, there's always contests, there's a lifestyle bonus that will let you drive your dream. There's rank advancement bonuses and so many other things. So let's just start off with the brand new person. Even our customers get compensation with our Nothing Beats Free program. So whether you're a customer or a distributor, if you sponsor 3 or more other customers, you can earn free products. Now, if you love the juice and you want juice free, you just simply refer 3 other customers who buy the juice and you get juice free. Ageless, you refer 3 ageless customers, you get ageless free. But we have a whole catalog of products. A lot of people are buying on their ADP, distributors qualify for commissions or purchasing products, but they want to try other products. You can get any product in the Xango catalog for free by simply referring 3 or more customers when their volume, their cumulative volume is 500 points or more. There's a whole catalog of products to choose from, and when it's $1,000 or more, you can maximize those benefits. You can actually earn hundreds of dollars of free products every single month by taking advantage of the customer program, or the Nothing Beats Free program, again available to distributors and customers. We also have an ADP rewards program, so when you sign up in Xango and you commit to an ADP, an automatic delivery program, where you are committing to 100 points a month or 200 points a month. Whatever your order is, it'll come to you every single month. You can get a backup ADP, which means if by the 12th you have not yet placed an order, the volume of which is equal to or greater than your ADP, then your ADP will ship. Otherwise it won't. Or you can do the automatic, which is it will ship every single month regardless of what order that you might place. But when you make that monthly commitment, you know your products are coming every single month, and more importantly, you know your commission check will come every single month. And when you make that commitment, whether you're a customer or a distributor, you'll be rewarded in your first year of being on ADP. After 3 months, you'll actually get a $50 product voucher good for any of the products in the catalog. After 3 more months, or a total of 6, you get a $100 voucher, and 6 more months, or after the year, another $100 product voucher plus 2 event tickets to the next event. Now, our next event right now is our international convention. Tickets are currently $129, so there's hundreds of dollars in free product tickets plus $250 in product vouchers that you would have received over the time. So that's really exciting. When you get somebody in and you get them started right, get them on the ADP. Now, if you didn't know about it and you just signed up, as long as you get on ADP within your first 30 days of enrollment, then you will get put into the ADP reward program. So don't worry about it if you didn't know. You still got time. Now, we have rank advancement bonuses are exciting because as we go through our compensation plan and we go through the different ranks and we qualify for additional bonuses, we also get, most of our bonuses are residual. This one is in addition to. So our rank advancement bonus will give you extra money as you hit these ranks. Now, we have 2 programs. We have a regular program. Whenever you hit the rank, whether it takes you a year, 10 years, doesn't matter, you'll get the rank advancement bonus. But we have a fast track. We have a game plan for you. It's a 4-year game plan if you want to participate, to go to 500K within 4 years, which is the average time to 500K, by the way. Now, what does average mean? That means of the existing 500K premieres, if you look at how long it took them to get there, the average was 4 years. 200Ks, the average is 3 years. 100Ks, the average is 2 years. Premier, the average is 1 year, and 20K, the average is 6 months. So these accelerated rank advancement bonuses, which in some cases are more than double, are available to you if you can simply hit the ranks in the average time it takes other people. Now, don't worry about it if you've been in longer than that and you haven't hit it, because these regular rank advancement bonuses are pretty huge. And also understand that some people at the date of enrollment already have the mindset, the goal, they know where they're going, and they hit the ground running. Other people take a while to get the mindset, to develop the belief in themselves, to go through the growth that's necessary to get there, which is why these are average numbers. We've had premieres hit in the 1st or 2nd month. We've also had other premieres that take years to get there. So don't worry about where you're at. The only thing that you need to worry about is where you're going, and plug into everything that Xango has to offer right now. You'll get where you want to go, and you'll get these rank advancement bonuses no matter how long it takes you to hit the ranks. So there's about $200,000 in rank advancement bonuses if you go on the fast track. So imagine a 4-year game plan, a 4-year commitment to change your life financially in a way that you might not ever even be able to imagine ever having a life outside of this industry, the Xango life that is available for you. Plus, we have incentive trips twice a year, and everyone can qualify from the 1K, the 5K, 10K, 15K, 20K, all the way up to the 500K. We can all qualify to go on these trips. Right now, we're in a contest. We're going to talk about how to get to the next trip, which is in February 2015 in Mexico, and it's amazing. There's already tons of people who have qualified, but we've got lots of time still to qualify, so we'll talk about that. And then we're really going to focus on our compensation plan. How do we build this business? How do we build a business that will earn $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month? And it's all about building teams to create volume. We have a volume-based compensation plan. We're building teams of people and groups, not structure. It doesn't matter what the rank is of any member of our team. It only matters that we're sponsoring new customers and distributors. And distributors, obviously better because they sponsor customers and distributors and create that duplication. They create that leverage. They sponsor other people, and you start to build your network and build that volume. And then all of our qualifications just have to do with how much you purchase every month, and then how much your total volume is in your entire team, and then how much the volume is on your individual teams. So with 3 to 5 teams, you can create a 4 to 5 figure monthly residual income. So let's, or even 6 figures, and we'll get to that in case that's your goal. So let's go into it. Let's talk about the basics. So our Power Start is a bonus that's available on the first order placed by all new distributors. So when you sponsor a brand new distributor, their first order, you're going to get a Power Start bonus of 25%. Then if your new distributors sponsor a new distributor, they get 25%, you get 15%. It's a second level Power Start bonus. So this is exciting because it's weekly and because it's a little extra money, because oftentimes when we're sponsoring a new distributor, there was the cost of that new distributor involved handing out a sample, giving them some brochures, maybe time invested in giving the presentation, all that. So you get an extra Power Start bonus and paid to you next week. Very exciting. Some of the people that you share the opportunity with are going to like the products but not feel like the opportunity is for them. So we're going to sponsor them as customers. And on all customer orders, the first, the second, and so on, all customer orders, we earn a 15% weekly bonus on our personal customers. Plus, depending on our volume, we can earn on customers in our organization down through 9 levels deep. So all of your customers, 15% next week, every time they place an order. But now your distributors, when they sponsor a customer, that's your second level customer, or when your third level distributor sponsors a customer, so your fourth level and so on, you can get 3% on all the customer volume down through 5 levels, and 2% on the customer volume down through 9 levels. Now, to qualify for your customer volume, your own personal customers, you just need to be doing 100 points a month. If you want to get levels 2 through 5, you're on 200 points a month. When you want to get levels 6 through 9, it's 300 points a month. And what's exciting about this is as your organization grows, your check increases. And as your check increases, you can do more volume. And so it's a perfect mix. You can start out at the 100 and move up as your organization grows and your check grows. Now the Drive Your Own Dream program is pretty exciting. This is our lifestyle bonus. We call it a lifestyle bonus because you can buy a car with your lifestyle bonus, but you can buy anything you want because it's your dream. See, Xango doesn't tell you, we're going to give you a black BMW, but we're also going to stick you with a 2-year lease. So if you stop building the business and stop qualifying for your Drive Your Own Dream bonus, you're going to have to pay that lease yourself, or else it'll be repossessed and your credit's going to be in trouble. That's what most companies do. It's kind of sad. But we say, no, we're going to give you the bonus. You do with it what you want to do. You can buy a car with it, but then you're, buyer beware. You're getting into a lease or you're getting into a car payment, and you need to continue to grow this business and continue to qualify to earn these bonuses to continue to receive that income. And the cool thing is you can do whatever you want. You get a boat, you get a motorcycle, you can pay for a college education for one of your kids. Whatever it is, it's your dream. At the 10K position, so 5K with 10,000 in volume, you're on at least 280p and you've got at least 50% outside of your biggest leg. What does that mean? You can't have all the volume in one leg. So you can have 5,000 of it in one leg, and then at least 5,000 more comes from all the others combined. And then you get a $400 bonus, which that $400 bonus will buy a pretty nice car if that is what you're looking for. At Premier, you can get a $600 lifestyle bonus, a $200K, and $800 lifestyle bonus. So what is your dream? This is just an extra bonus to help you achieve that. Now, the rank advancement bonuses, we talked about this. 20K, $3,000 bonus, but if you do it within 6 months, it's $5,000. At Premier, there's an awesome, amazing trip for 2. Plus, if you do it within a year, you get a lot of cash to spend on that trip. Let me tell you about my trip. It was to Thailand. I tasted fresh mangosteen, picked from the mangosteen trees. I rode elephants in the jungle on my 41st birthday. I rafted down a jungle river on a raft made from bamboo. It was an amazing week-long 5-star trip that was worth $20,000. And I got this trip just for hitting Premier. And at the end of the year, when I got my 1099, it didn't even include that trip. They just give you the trip and treat you like royalty, and it's amazing. And if you do it, again, within the year, which is the average time, you get a lot of cash to spend on that trip as well. 100K, $10,000. Do it within 2 years, it's $25,000. When you hit 200K, you get $25,000, no matter how long it takes you. But if you do it within 3 years, it's $50,000 extra in addition to the really, really nice monthly residual income that you've built. And at 500K, when you hit that, you get $50,000. If you do it within 4 years, that's $100,000. So altogether, it's almost $200,000 in bonuses possible, in addition to an amazing residual income that you'll be enjoying for the rest of your life. Let's talk about some bonus pools. So our I bonus pool is based on developing customers. And this is available at the very first pin level at the 1K position. And then you also have a pool for 5Ks, and then there's another pool for 20Ks. Leaders don't get to participate in these pools. So when you hit 1K, which is only 1,000 points in total group volume required to hit that position, and if you have 1,000 in I volume, then you can get a share of this 1K pool. Now, let's talk about how the shares come from. Every customer who places an order, 5% goes into these pools. 3% into the 1K pool, 1% into the 5K pool, and 1% into the 20K pool. So the 1Ks just need 1,000 in I volume to share in that pool. The 5Ks and the 20Ks need 2,500 in I volume to share in those pools. Now, what is I volume? I volume is the total of your own personal volume plus all of your customers' volume and your customers' customers. If you have a customer who refers 3 other customers to get their products for free, all 4 of those customers, their volume that they pay for, their PV, their personal volume that they purchase, all of that volume counts towards your I volume. So let's say you have 3 customers. You help them each get their products for free. So they each refer 3. That's a total of 12, and your own. You can see how quickly the I volume could grow, and you could participate in these bonus pools. Now, leadership, if you want to make some big money, Xango has an amazing global bonus pool that's enjoyed by premiers and above. How do you get this money? So first of all, every order of every product in Xango, customers and distributors, goes into the pools, and they take 3%. 3%, so $3 out of every 100 points globally on every product in the world ordered by any customer or any distributor goes into this pool. So it's a pretty big pool. And then what they do is as you hit the higher ranks of premiers, you get to count more volume towards your share of the pool. So premiers get to add up their group volume in their first 3 levels. So it's all of their distributors and customers, and then their distributors and customers, and 1 more level as well. 3 levels, all the customers and distributors within 3 levels, total volume, and that goes towards how big a share they get in the pool. 100Ks get to count all the volume in their first 6 levels. So obviously your 6-level group volume will be way bigger than your 3-level. So you'll get a much larger share of that bonus pool. And 200Ks get to count all the volume in their first 9 levels. So this is a huge share. So that has a lot to do with why when we talk about our average incomes, the 200K is so much higher than the 100K, and the 100 is so much higher than the premier because they get larger and larger shares of the global bonus pool. And then 500Ks, they actually get to count the first 9 levels in this 3%, but they have another whole pool of their own. They take 2% of all brand new orders, Power Start orders, which are the orders by brand new distributors. They take 2% of those orders and 500K share in that. So lots of leadership money. What this does is it helps us develop what's called a premier mindset. That means that we don't worry about your team, my team, cross-line, whatever, because every product sold in the world or purchased in the world by any customer or any distributor, regardless of whose team they're on, goes into this pool. And premiers and above get to share in it. So it really gives us in the team mindset, go Xango, let's build Xango as big as we can, because that pool we all get to share in. Pretty exciting stuff. Now let's talk about the structure of our compensation plan. We have a uni-level compensation plan with the ability to get paid 9 levels deep in the uni-level, and really beyond that, which I'll explain in a moment. But to qualify to earn these bonuses, we have to hit the ranks. Now, how do we hit the ranks? So our first pin level is called a 1K, and that means you have to have 1,000 in group volume. Now, 1,000 points. We talk points because we have a global seamless compensation plan. See, a case of juice in the United States is $120 US. It also happens to be 120 points. But in Mexico, they're buying the juice in pesos. And in Europe, they're buying it in euros. In Japan, they're buying it in yen. And so the amount of money is going to be determined in their currency, but no matter where that case of juice is bought in the world, it has 120 points. So by converting everything to points, now we all can determine our volume and our qualifications, and then we receive that income based on our own currency. So all the currencies in the world converted to points, and then from those points back into our local currency for our paycheck. Now this is really exciting because a lot of companies, if you want to earn money in other countries, you have to sign up as a distributor in that country, which means you have to buy volume in that country. You have to, pay additional money. I know people that are in, have businesses in 10 different companies, and they're buying 10 different monthly product purchases to qualify to earn the commissions in each of those countries. I know a lot of companies that in order to qualify to sponsor internationally, you have to be at a certain rank, like only a premier or above is eligible to sponsor outside of the U.S., or you have to pay a very large fee in order to be eligible. Well, in Xango, it's not like that. You can sponsor a customer or distributor anywhere in the 43 countries we're doing business in right now, and you will earn the commissions. Wherever they're at, they're going to pay in their local currency. It'll be converted to points, and you'll be paid in your local currency. It's seamless, and it's amazing. So to become, when you first sign up, of course, you have your choice. Do I want to be on ADP or not? If you're not on ADP, you're a rep. But if you're on ADP, you're a preferred rep. A rep gets 2 levels, and a preferred rep gets 3 levels of pay. Now, that's just by making the ADP commitment. And this whole business is about building volume with people who are on ADP. That's how we get our monthly residual income, because if they're on ADP, they're going to order next month, we get a check next month, and they're going to order the month after, you're going to get a check the month after, and so on. So hitting the ranks, 1K, first pin position, 100 points personal volume, and 1,000 in your group. And you need to personally sponsor 3 people who have at least 100 points in their group. So what does that mean? They can be customers or distributors. You could sponsor one person who buys a box of Limitless, and they refer 3 other people who buy a box of Limitless. And so altogether, that customer's group volume is 100 points, and that would qualify you. So as we talk about all these, understand it doesn't matter about the person you personally sponsored, what their rank is. It doesn't even matter if they have any personal volume. If you sponsor somebody who refers someone and refers someone and sponsors someone, and 4 levels deep is where somebody ordered the product, that still is volume, and that still qualifies you. So our sponsored leg is when you personally sponsor somebody, then it's a sponsored leg. You get the Power Start bonus if they're a distributor. You get the 15% Customer Connect if they're a customer, and this is your person towards your qualifications. Now what a placement leg is, and this is something I don't even recommend you think about initially in your first 30 days for sure, but eventually you're going to get to the point where you're going to want to be building teams and helping teams, and you've identified at least 3 people who were serious about this business, and then you can start placing all the additional people you're going to sponsor, because trust me, you're going to sponsor people for the rest of your career, because 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're still going to meet people, and you're going to want to share these products and this opportunity with them because of the lifestyle change that they can experience either through better health or through better finances. So you're going to be sponsoring people forever. So what are you going to do? Once you've identified your 3 good leaders, now you can start placing people in their group so your new distributor can get some additional support, and so that you can help build that volume for those 3 primary teams that you've identified. Now, how are you going to identify them? When they're sponsoring other people and they're growing and they're showing up at the meetings and they're doing 3-way calls with you, they go to convention, they're building their businesses, then you know you've got one of the 3. And once you find 3 good committed people from there, it's cake. It really is. So placement legs. Your sponsor may have placed somebody underneath you because maybe they've already identified you as one of their primary leaders who's serious about this business. And so if that happened, that leg that's placed under you would count as your placement leg. So what is a placement leg? A leg placed under you. Who's the sponsor of that? Mostly it's going to be you, but there could be a placement from somebody upline. So our qualifications all the way through on the legs you personally sponsor and the legs that are placed underneath you. Again, usually the ones you sponsor, if you place them frontline, they count as both. All right, 1K, I need 1,000 in volume. I need 3 people I've sponsored, can be customers or distributors who have at least 100 in group volume. To get to 5K, I need 5,000 in volume. So you see a pattern here. Our titles reflect our group volume. And I need 3 people that I personally sponsored that have at least 1,000 in group volume. Again, it doesn't matter what their personal order is. It doesn't matter where the 1,000 points comes from. It doesn't matter the rank of anyone on that team. It doesn't matter if it's coming from customers or distributors or both. It doesn't matter if it's one single person buying all of that product, because you might sponsor a gym or a health club or a hair salon or something, and they might be doing $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 a month in retail, and that counts as a leg with group volume for you. So 3 people that you've sponsored that have at least 1,000 points in group volume, and you have to have at least 2 placement legs. Now, to get to the next position, 20K, I need 20,000 in volume, 3 people I've sponsored that have at least 5,000 in volume, and I need to have at least 2 different legs that have 5,000 in volume. Premier, I've sponsored 3 people. 2 of them have 20,000 in total group volume, and the other one 5,000. My placement legs, I need 2 different placement legs with 20,000, and I need to have a total of 50. Now I'm getting the full 9 levels of the comp plan. And from here, we're going to be bigger premiers to get bigger shares of the global bonus pool. At 100K, I need 100,000. Now I need 4 personally sponsored. 3 of them with 20,000 in volume, 1 of them with 5,000, and I need 3 different placement legs. 2 of them with at least 20,000, 1 with 5,000. At 200K, I have 200,000 in group volume, 4 people I personally sponsored. 3 of them have at least 50,000 in volume, and the 4th one can have 20. And I need 3 different placement legs. At least 2 of those legs have 50,000 in volume, and 1 of them with 20. And 500K, I need 5 personally sponsored distributors. I need at least 1 of those people to have 200,000 in volume. 2 of those people, I need at least 100,000 in volume, and 2 of them at least 50,000 in volume. And I have to have 3 different placement legs. I need 1 with 200,000 in volume. I need 1 with 100,000 in volume, and I need 1 with 50,000 in volume. All right, let me just break this back down to you. When I talked in the beginning about sponsoring and placing people so you identify your 3, if you are doing that, then you've got 3 placement legs. So all the way through, you don't have to worry about that. If you sponsor until you find 3 people committed to this business and then start focusing on those 3 legs, you will have the 3 placement legs you need to go all the way to 500K. And as you continue to sponsor and continue to sponsor, you can end up with way more than 5 of the personal sponsorships required. So this is what we're doing. We are sponsoring and developing teams, and when we identify 3 good legs, 3 good team players, that can take us all the way to 500K as we continue to sponsor and continue to help those people grow. So let's look at the pay. The unilevel compensation plan. This is powerful because not only are we getting 9 levels of pay, which is huge. My favorite compensation plan is the unilevel. The average unilevel pays 5 or 6 levels. 7 is a good unilevel. 8 is a very good unilevel, and 9 is almost unheard of, but there's a few. But most companies out there that have a unilevel that goes below 7 levels, they pay 1 or 2% down there. Xango pays you 2% on your first level, which are the people you personally sponsor, which is going to be your smallest level. Because as we leverage ourselves, if I get 3 people and help them get 3, I only have 3 people on level 1 but 9 on number 2. And if they each get 3, I'd have 27 on number 3, and that continues to grow. So I get 2% on my personal, but I get 5% on all the referrals down through 9 levels by my team. This is huge, 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 huge. So how do we qualify for these different levels? Well, when you're a representative, you get 2 levels of pay. So if you're not even on ADP, but you sponsor somebody and they sponsor somebody, you get 2 levels of pay. But if you're on ADP, you get 3 levels. So anybody serious about the business is going to sign up and be on ADP. And then as you sponsor 3 people and get that 1,000 in group volume and hit 1K, now you get a 4th level. And when you get to 5K, you get a 5th level. When you get to 20K, you get 2 more levels, level 6 and 7, and that's going to be huge. And as Premier, you get 2 more levels. You get level 8 and 9. So as a Premier and above, you're enjoying 9 full levels of compensation plus a share in the global bonus pool. Now, what does that mean? Let's just break it down. What if I'm doing 100 points a month, and I get 3 people who do 100 points a month and help them get 3 people, and they get 3 people, and so on. This is what happens to our numbers. This is our 9-level compensation plan. This is the numbers, what it's going to look like. I'm going to have 3 people on my first level getting paid 2%. If they're just doing 100 points each, it's $6. But it was J. Paul Getty who said, I'd rather earn 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own. Well, our plan is way better than that because we're getting 2% of our own efforts, but we're getting 5% of the efforts of others. If our 3 get 3, we have 9 people on the second level. They're doing 100 each. It's 900 in volume. At 5%, that's $45. Total of 51. Third level, now we have 2,700 volume, $186. And level 4 is a 1K. That's $591. Now think about that kind of income as a 1K. 5Ks get 5,000 or get 5 levels. Your 5 levels, if you're just getting 3, you get 3 and everybody does 100, you're going to get $1,806. Of course, as you get to lifestyle bonus gets added to that as you have your volume at this position will actually be well over what you need for the lifestyle bonus. And you go all the way down. So a 20K gets 7 levels of pay. The 7 level here, the residual is over $16,000 a month. And this is just on your distributor's reorders. This is the unilevel. This doesn't account all those additional bonuses that we talked about. And, of course, the Premier, the 9 full levels, well, if you just add this up and do the math, you get 3, you get 3, you get 3, and everybody's doing 100 a month. You have almost $3 million in volume in that 9 levels, of which you're getting 5% on all but 3 people. That's over $147,000. And if they're all on ADP, that's monthly because next month they're going to order again, next month you're going to order again, next month they're going to order again. You can keep earning this income. So for some of you, this is like, wow, blow my mind. It was for me. It took me a while to comprehend. I couldn't even comprehend this kind of income and these kind of numbers. But I'm pretty good with math. I got that calculator out, and I did it over and over, and I just read and learned, like, really? It just can't be. And all of a sudden, I remember waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning one day going, oh, my gosh, like it clicked. I got it, and I was committed to do whatever it took to create this kind of an income. So this is what's possible for you, plus all the other bonuses, but this is our monthly residual income opportunity, and this is really the eye on the prize. This is the big one. This is what we're building for, and this is why we have so many million-dollar earners, like 140 of them and counting, not to mention the dozens and dozens and dozens of multi-million-dollar earners. So here's kind of just a little pay plan and a glance to look at the different positions and just a bullet point of how much personal volume, personal group volume that you need to hit these and your qualifications and what the additional bonuses are for. So let's look at a couple of things. Let's look at what it takes to hit the ranks. Now, a lot of people ask, well, what does it really take? So, and this is based on actually 2009. They ran all the numbers in Xango that year to see what the average incomes were and the average, how many people sponsored and all that. So it'll give you an example. The average 1K at that point in time had sponsored 15 people. But let me say this about the 15. Back in 2009, we didn't have a customer program. So that 15 included customers and distributors. So what is a customer? A customer is somebody who sees the value in our products, but the opportunity is not right for them, at least not yet. It could be in the future. Our customers are our best prospects, business prospects, because as things change for them and they're looking for an additional stream of income later, they're much more likely to engage with Xango if they love our products and they've got experience using them. So that 15 reflects everybody they ever sponsored, customers and distributors. The average 5K had sponsored 28. Like I said, customers and distributors. And the average earnings, so you'll see here that the average premier will earn a 5-figure monthly income, has sponsored 66 people. If we use the 80-20 rule, that's probably 12 distributors. The rest of them are probably customers, but 12 people who at least said they wanted to build the business, of which at least 3 actually did, to create the teams and to help that person promote to those ranks. And of course, the average income at 500K is over 6 figures. So what I want you to see is, Premier, you need 3 teams to hit for 5 figures. 500K, 5 teams for 6 figures. It's more than 10 times the income and not even double the effort. So I always recommend, you know what, go for the top, because anywhere along the way is a really great place to be. I'm going to give you a little, just a look, and people always say, do I go wide, do I go deep? And I really believe there's wisdom in the balance of those things. But this will just show you an example of, in the orange circles, this is if you had 5 legs front line and you duplicated that down, and the red circles are if you had 3. And you'll see, obviously, the numbers are way bigger with 5 than 3. The numbers are way bigger with 3 than 2. The numbers are way bigger with 4 than 3. And so I, again, recommend that you start with 3. You're identifying your first 3 teams and you're building with them. And at whatever point in time in the future, you can open a 4th leg. You can open a 5th leg. You can open a 6th leg, because this is your business. You're the independent contractor. You make the decisions as to what's best. And I recommend that you counsel with your upline. And they'll give you some counsel as to what's working best in your particular group and the way that you particularly build. So I'll just give you a little idea. Let's talk about some business duplication models, because I want people to understand about the leverage and the difference with points and the difference with numbers of levels. And so you'll see in the first example, it's supposed to be 4 levels, $1,806. This is if I got 3, who got 3, who got 3 at $100, at 100 points. But just to understand what every level of duplication adds so much more. It's like the penny a day theory. Would you rather have $1 million cash in your hand today or a penny if I promise to double it every day for 30 days? Now, when you think about that, it takes over a week to even hit $1. It takes over 2 weeks to even hit $100. But as you continue to double that, you'll see that it adds up to way more than $1 million by the end of the month. And it's the same with our business. Every level of duplication adds that much more. So one more level of duplication will take your income all the way to $19,000 a month, and all the way down to the $147,000 with 9 levels of duplication. So you just continue to build and continue to grow. It's royalty income. It's what's coming in the rest of your life. It's compounded interest is really what it is. It was Einstein, I believe, it said, compound interest, those who understand it earn it, and those who do not pay it. So if you're in debt up to your ears with credit cards, you're one who does not understand it. You're paying it. You're paying a lot of interest. However, Xango gives you the opportunity to earn that instead of paying it. Now, let's just look at the power of one. You know, there's always people on the fast track. I told you there's people hit Premier in a month or 2, but there's other people it took 5 years to get there. So it doesn't matter where you're at, but let me just show you something really, really interesting. And you see people that get their triplication pins, they sponsored 3 distributors in a month, or people that are winning the iPad because they sponsored 10 people in a 60-day period of time. And I hope that's you too, because you can do that. But let me just show you what would happen if you only sponsored 1 person a month. The power of 1. As you're sharing this opportunity and products with other people, some will, some won't. Of course, the more you share with, the higher your odds of getting more than 1 person a month. But let's say you share with people every single day and you're bringing them to meetings or conference calls or whatever. You should be able to sponsor at least 1 person a month at 100 points. I've never had anybody say no, they don't believe they could at least do that. Because I think if you didn't believe you could at least do that, you probably wouldn't have even joined the business. You'd be one of the customers just enjoying our products. But if you sponsor just 1 person, 1 business builder, 1 person a month, and this is what your commitment has to be and what you're looking for in your 1. I'm going to buy 100 points of the products every single month for the next 12 months. And I'm going to continue to share the products and the opportunity with other people and sponsor at least 1 person a month as a distributor who does the same things. We all make a commitment to buy for 12 months and to continue to share for 12 months and bring in at least 1 new person a month for the next 12 months. So I end of month 1, I have 1 person. Month 2, I have 3 because I get 1 more and my 1 gets 1. Now the 3 of us go out, or my 3 on my team get 1 more and I get 1 more, so that now I get 7 people 3rd month. And it takes me 4 months to even get to 1K, to even have over 1,000 in volume. By the 5th month, I have 31 people. By the end of the 6th month, I have 63 on my team, and I'm finally at 5K. Now watch what happens, because everything happens. It's that penny a day. If you just keep doing it consistently, it will explode at some point. It takes me 8 months to get to 20K. It takes me 9 months for Premier. The next month, 100K. The next month, 200K. The next month, I'm going to be at 500K because a lot of people here have upgraded, are buying way more than 100 points now, because 200 points is what you need to purchase in order to be at 20K or above. 300 points to get the full 9 levels of the pay and everything that Xango has to offer. So at this point, our volume could be double or triple what the minimum is here at 100. So fast track, slow track, doesn't matter. It matters that you make the commitment and that you talk to the people, you invite them to take a look. And if you just got 1 person a month for 12 months, it's all about the long-term game plan here. Now I'm going to talk to you about a couple things, because this is an advanced compensation plan call. You may not understand this, and you don't need to, and please don't try to explain it. When you get to the point that you can, you'll probably be a Premier above, at which point you can. But until then, just refer them over to these training calls and let somebody else explain it. But if you're talking to a networker who's in another compensation plan and says, oh, our company pays 65%, Xango only pays 50%, you got to understand what that really means, because there's something in almost every compensation plan in the entire industry, something called breakage. It's normal. I think there's only 1 other company in the whole industry that has a special feature called dynamic compression. That means Xango will pay you a minimum of 5 levels if you're a 5K, not a maximum. They'll pay you a minimum of 9 levels as a Premier. So what does that mean? That means Xango pays out the full 50%. As we build our business, we will build people in levels deep that will just take off that we're not qualified to earn on. So if I was a 5K, I'm eligible for 5 levels, but I might have distributors on my 8th or 9th or 10th level. So what happens to that income if I'm only eligible to earn 5 levels? What Xango does is every order that's placed in the company, they will pay out 50%. They will find 9 qualified people upline to receive those 9 levels of unilevel, and they will put then money in the global bonus pool or the customer connect pool if it's a customer order or whatever it is. So if you're not qualified to earn a level yet because you're still promoting and advancing and your team's getting bigger than, they're growing faster than your rank, and that happens, then it gets paid to the first person in your upline who is eligible for that level. But what's really cool is the same goes for you. If you're building your teams and you're keeping your rank, if you're advancing as fast or faster than the people on your team, you're going to earn the unearned commissions on their teams. So let's just give this example here. This is an example of Ben, a distributor who places an order, and he places an order of 200 points. So Xango is going to find 9 people that are eligible to earn it. So level 1 and 2 goes to preferred reps. Levels 1 and 2 will go to a representative or higher. The third level will go to a preferred representative or higher in rank. A fourth level will go to the first person up line as a 1K or higher. The fifth level to a 5K or higher, and so on. So Ben, so he places his order. His sponsor, Adam, is a preferred rep. It just means he has a 100-point order, so he gets level 1, the 2%. And then the next level, 2, goes to the next preferred rep or above in Ben's upline, which is Sarah. She gets that. The next level, the third level, goes to the next preferred rep or above. Well, the next person is Gary, and he's only a representative, and he's only eligible for 2 levels of pay. So Gary's not eligible to earn on Ben's order. But rather than keep the money, the way almost every other company in the entire industry does, Xango pays it out to the next first person upline from Gary who is eligible, and that's Bob. So Bob gets level 3. Now, we got to pay level 4 to a 1K or above, but the next person is Sally. She's only a preferred rep. So it skips her. They don't keep it, though. They find Joe. Joe's eligible. He's a 1K, and he gets paid level 4. Now we pay level 5 to Joe's first upline, 5K or above. That's Kathy. We pay level 6 to Kathy's first upline, 20K or above. So the next upline is Carol. She's not qualified, so it skips her and goes to Peter. Peter's qualified. So Peter gets level 7. Level 8 goes to the next upline, 20K or above. That's Mike. Level 9 goes to the next upline, Premier above. That's Sue. And then the next one goes to Tom. So you'll see Tom is a Premier. He's getting way more than 9 levels, though. Now let's break this down even further. Here's an example of a 22-level downline. And I'm just going to kind of refer to this chart because you can always go back, watch this video, grab the screenshot, whatever, to really spend some time understanding this. But the bottom line is here's a 22-level organization. And every single order, if you go to the very bottom and then go over, you'll see their order and you'll see where it's getting paid. So let's go to the bottom and look at Ann. Level 1 goes to Mary because she's a representative. Level 2 goes to Dan. He's a representative. Level 3 has to go to preferred rep, so it skips John and finds Hal. Level 4 has to go to the next 1K, so it skips Corey and Sal, goes to Ron. Level 5 has to go to a 5K, so it skips Rick and Fran and Lynn and Beth and Mick and Don because they're all 1Ks. It finds Liz as a 5K and she gets it. Level 6 is going to a 20K or above, so it skips Carl and Skip and Hugh and Jerry and it finds Jim. Level 7, the next 20K or above, that Rob gets it. Level 8, the next Premier above, Jen gets it. Level 9 is going to go to whoever the next upline Premier is from Jen. So you'll see Jen in this case, she's getting paid on every single person in this 22-level deep. Even though we say 9 levels for Premier, it's a minimum of 9. You get paid the breakage on the unearned commissions of members of your team. I think there's only one other company in the industry that does it. Every other company keeps it. So when they say we pay 65%, no, they have a maximum potential of 65%. The only way that money would be earned is if every single distributor in the company was qualified at the very top of the compensation plan, which is impossible. So there's always breakage, and those companies keep it. And the truth is, the average payout in our industry, if you look at all the companies out there and you average them all out, is between 32 and 36%. Every year it changes a little. I haven't seen it higher than 36%. I haven't seen it lower than 32. When they annualize it last year, the average company paid between 32 and 36%. Xango pays 50%. We're partners. They get half, we get half. We are partners. We're in this together, and we get the breakage. What this means is that we have all the incentive in the world because we are earning $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month because everybody can qualify to earn dynamic compression. So let's just look at this one more time. Now look at the color coding here. So Jen's getting a minimum of 9 levels, so is Rob. Jim's getting a minimum of 7. So Jim is a 20K, but he's getting the dynamic compression. He's also getting paid down through this 22 levels. Liz, she's only a 5K, but she got paid all the way down to that 22 levels. So did Ron, because he was the first upline 5K. So no matter what your rank is, even as a 1K, you can earn dynamic compression, the ability to earn beyond your pay level, because this is what actually happened. Jen actually earned 22 levels. And by the way, Jen's upline premier, and who knows how far up they are, is also earning on that entire downline, the dynamic compression, because Jen's only getting level 8 on all of these. So level 9 is still going to be paid out through dynamic compression. Rob, the same thing. He earned on all of it. Jim, Liz, Ron, Hal. So when we look at our compensation plan, it is a true 50%, not the average of 32 to 36% like the industry. Nobody pays more than that. So don't buy into the hype. If somebody thinks they do, refer them to this training and they'll get an education. We have a compensation plan unlike anybody else. Multiple streams of income, a true 50% payout with no breakage, volume-based, no structure requirement, no frontline personal sponsorship requirement. It's not who you know, it's who they know. So you just have to find someone who can find someone who can find somebody who can find somebody who can be a leader in Xango. You don't have to personally find them to build your teams, to build that volume to promote through this compensation plan. You can get to 5 figures a month with only 3 teams. And all of our other amazing bonuses, the lifestyle bonus, 9-level unilevel, my favorite, 5% on level 9, which is the highest in the industry by far, and our worldwide global bonus pools for the early ranks as well as the highest leaders, and our rewards for brand new people and even customers for ADP rewards, nothing beats free, the dynamic compression. It's like an infinity bonus, but even more powerful, because most companies, to get paid below your levels, to get paid what's called an infinity bonus, you have to be at a high rank, like premier above. And with Xang's dynamic compression, every rank is eligible to earn that. Rank advancement bonuses in addition to, and so on and so on and so on. So now I'm going to take it all the way back down to the brand new person. We talk a lot about the power of 3. We have our weekly webinars every Thursday, the power of 3. We talk about this. You can earn $240 your first month, $665 your second, and $1,400 your third. But let me break it down and show you where the numbers come from and how you can actually make these numbers even bigger if you've got bigger goals. So the numbers here come from this. We have 3 different Xalo 3D packs that you can choose from. Our Xalo 3D Mini, it's $165. It has 100 points, but it has $220 value in products plus free shipping and handling plus a free sign-up. If you want to be a distributor, you call it in, and with any of these packs, you can get a free sign-up. So huge value, 100 points. Our most popular pack is the Xalo 3D pack. This is $259.99. It has 200 points, a $420 value, plus free shipping and handling, which is huge. And then our 3D Juiced pack, of course, this is what all the baby boomers get, because we don't just want our best day yet products to sample and build our business, but we want ageless and juice. That one's $499.99 with 400 points. That has over $700 in value, plus the free shipping and handling. So we're going to just take the middle one here. So the middle one is our most popular. It's the one that we base all of our numbers off of. So the $259.99 pack has 200 points. If you buy this pack, you will have 30 best day yet samples to use every single day and 30 to share. And if you do share 30, one a day, every day with a new prospect, let them try the product, take them through the process, let them learn about the product, show them the business of compensation, invite them to join you. 80-20 rule says out of those 30, 6 people will join. Out of those 6, half will be customers, half will be distributors. So this is what the 240 is based off of. It's based on sharing 1 sample a day, 30 samples, of which you are sponsoring 3 customers and 3 distributors, and you're going to get the power start on those customers and those distributors. So the power start, if you were just bought the 1 pack and you had 30 samples, the power start on the 3 distributors, that's 200 points each, 600 total, 25% is $150. The power start on the 3 customers at 15% is $90. Add it together, it's the 240. But here's the cool thing. If you got bigger dreams, bigger goals, you want to go faster than just sampling 1 a day, you could buy 2 of those Xalo 3D mini packs. That gives you enough to use the products every day and share 3 samples a day. Now, your first 30 days, the sky's the limit. As you go on and you've been in a long time, 1 a day is a pretty darn good number, and that's a good residual number to focus on the rest of your career. But your first 30 days, so you could talk to 3 a day, you could talk to 5 a day, you could talk to 10 a day, because you haven't talked to anyone yet. Everyone is a potential candidate to try these products and evaluate this business opportunity. We use the opinion approach. So if I bought 2 of those packs for $259, I would have enough to sample 3 people a day. And if I sample 3 people a day, it's the same numbers, 80-20, I would actually get $450 in Power Start bonuses, because instead of sponsoring 3 distributors, I'd get 9. And I'd get $270 in Customer Connect bonuses. So it's double the money, but it's 3 times the income. 3 times the income or the money with only 2 times the investment. And, of course, you could get 3 packs, 3 of the $259 packs, and sample 5 a day, and you'd get 5 times the results with only 3 times the investment. So it's up to you, but that's where the 240 comes from, is the 80-20 rule and sampling 1 a day. But again, your first 30 days, get 2 packs, get 3 packs, do whatever you can afford to do time-wise and financially. Of course, you can get 1 pack and sample that all out in 10 days and use the Power Start money you get next week to buy your 2nd pack, and do it again to use the Power Start money the next week to buy your 3rd. So I just want you to expand your mind and possibilities in accordance to your goals and your dreams. I'd like to end this with talking about the contest. We always have contests and promotions. These are designed to help you do the activities necessary to build a successful business. Right now, I've got a couple of things going on. We have 2 trips a year. So I'm going to talk about how to qualify for the next trip, which is at the Now Sapphire Resort Riviera in Cancun. We also have an iPad mini giveaway. This is a Xango branded iPad mini. And all you have to do to qualify to get that is from the time you enroll with a Xalo 3D pack, any one of them, and you share the products, and you're going to sponsor people. So we talked about 3 a day. The average is you're going to sponsor 6. Well, if you do that 2 months in a row, that would be 12. To win the iPad mini, you just need to sponsor 10 people, customers or distributors, who buy at least 100 points in products. Doesn't matter what products, doesn't matter if they're on ADP, doesn't have to be a Xalo 3D pack. You sponsor 10 people who buy 100 points or more in products in that 60-day period, which actually this contest ends August 31st. For those of you who are brand new, buy it today. You got to the end of August to get 10 people, and you get an iPad mini. Now what's cool is you're going to actually give these away on stage at convention in Las Vegas in September. And if you do this, you will be setting the example and the pace for your entire team, and you'll build a much bigger business than if you don't focus on it. But what's really cool is long term. We have 2 trips a year, and those trips you earn points towards qualifying. So whether you're a 1K or a no K or a 500K, the qualifications are the same for all of us. We need to sponsor new customers and new distributors. For every person that we sponsor that places at least a 100-point order, we get 10 points towards this trip. If they're 200, we get 25 points. If they're 400, we get 50 points. Now we get to earn points for all the orders they place the 1st month, the 2nd month, and the 3rd month. I traditionally find that when I bring in a new person, they come in with at least 2 of those Xalo 3D packs, which is 400 points. I get 50 points for them. And then they sign up on the ADP for 1 a month, because then they're going to do 1 a day after the first 30 days. So that means the 2nd month, they have 200 points, and I get 25 more points for the trip. And the 3rd month, another 25. So each person I bring in with 2 packs for their initial order and 1 pack ADP, I'm getting 100 points. All I need to do is sponsor 3 people like that, and I'll get 300 points, which is the minimum to win this trip. So here's how the trip works. 300 points will win you an all-expenses-paid land package in a shared room. So you want to pick your roommate, you want it to be your significant other, then you need 500 points. So in the example I gave you, that would be 5 people who came in with 2 packs and then 1 a month for the next 2 months. 500 points gives me an all-expense paid land package for 2. Now, if I want my airfare covered as well, for every 100 points I get in addition to that, it's worth a $100 travel voucher. So if I have 1,000 points, then I get the all-expense paid land package for 2 plus 500 towards my airfare. If I have 1,500 points, I have 1,000 towards my airfare, and so on. So if you're brand new here joining us today, focus on the iPad mini. Get yourself an iPad mini, and those 10 people, if they just did 100 each, not only do you get the iPad mini, but that's 100 points towards the trip. And if they order 3 months in a row, there's 300 points and you've already won. Get yourself an iPad mini. Get yourself to Mexico. You get yourself to the next trip and the next trip, because you've got a lifelong opportunity to travel the world on Xango's dime. And in doing so, have relationships with absolutely amazing people. People in Xango are amazing because we're business owners. We own our own life. We're not slaves to a job that are miserable. We're fun people to hang out with, and you can hang out with fun, awesome people who own their own life for the rest of your life on Xango's dime. And if you focus on that, you're going to build a heck of a 4, 5, or 6-figure monthly residual income. So I hope that was a really good in-depth look at our compensation plan. Not at all necessary to learn all of these things, but if you're a networker listening to this, you've been in the industry for a while, I know one thing. You've never seen a compensation plan like this. You've never seen a company that pays out this well. You've never seen a company that has trips twice a year that unlimited numbers of people can earn, and even people at earlier ranks. You've never seen a company that produced over 100 millionaires in the first 10 years, and we're over 140 right now. You've never seen a company that has a first class and a middle class and people across the board earning 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 or more. And you've certainly never experienced a company like Xango. So we encourage you to check out more, come in, see the corporate office, learn as much as you can, because Xango really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Thanks for joining us. All right, everybody, I am done with that recording. It will become available. You'll be able to share it. I'll show you where you can get that. I've got some questions coming in. If you've got a question you'd like to ask, in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, you'll see a box that says Ask a Question. You can put that there. If you have tried to put a question in the chat room, I see Sandy Cohen trying to answer those as quickly as she can, which is great. I haven't been able to monitor any of those while I've been doing the presentation. So if you want me to address it, please put it in the Ask a Question box. I'm going to answer some of these questions right now. Some of the questions are, where will this recording be posted? So it's going to be posted in a couple of places. First of all, in our Xango University, we have a library building. And in the library building, we have faculty training archives. And if you go there, you'll see a video player of all of our weekly training. So last week, Sandy Cohen taught how to talk the talk. The week before that, Connie Ross, how Xango's your ticket to freedom. The week before that, Tom Ferrier on how to win with Xango promotions. The week before that, I taught about how to do an MB30 home meeting for all age groups. Before that, John and Gina trained on the meal pack business and how to build a business with the meal pack, and so on. And as you go down, there's all of our archives. There's some wonderful stuff. So this will be in the faculty training archives. There's one other place that it will be updated, and I'll show you where that is. For brand new people, when you just want them to get a little taste, there's 2 things that you can do. As a member of Xango University, by the way, you can give them a 3-day pass. The 3-day pass will allow you to share any of our wonderful archives that are available to members only. For 3 days, they'll have access to it, to our product training calls, to our Masters of Motivation, to all of the things in Xango University. But for a prospect, if you're new and you're listening, without even having to wait to get that invitation, if you go to Xalo3D.com, that URL goes to a video player that has just some basic information to help a brand new prospect make a decision about Xango. So what's in the video player right now is our promo video from Dr. Templeman, and this video is like 1 minute and 41 seconds is absolutely amazing, and he explains the Xalo Pro line. And then your best day yet, the corporate video, the Xango Paradise, give them a little information about how they'd like to go to Paradise for free. Of course, our tax advantages from Sandy Botkin, he explains, and then our compensation plan overview. So this compensation plan overview is a basic one. I'm going to add this very detailed one after that for those people who want all of it. So there you go. That's where it'll be also if you've got a networker that you want to share the compensation plan with. All right, Xango University is on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Xango University. If you go there, please like the page, and if you do that, whenever there's a post, which our faculty workshops are posted there, as well as we'll oftentimes put the link to just the most recent training. So go there, like that, plug into that. Xango United. At the convention this year, we have amazing things starting Thursday night and all day Friday and Saturday with Xango Corporate. We're going to see new product announcements and hear and see the vision of our Xango founders. But the day after that, the event after the event, is our Xango United Leadership event where the leaders in Xango, I believe we're almost 40, are going to be sharing with you. Some of them for a few minutes, some of them will have longer messages to deliver. That will be very important things for you to learn. But you're going to learn some key skills, but you're also going to hear from dozens of leaders who are going to share what they're most excited about and most importantly what they're going to do in the next 30, 60, 90 days to build this business. So you'll be able to leave convention armed with lots of great business building ideas that you can immediately implement. And that's what we want for you. So don't forget, go to Xango United event after the event. There's some information on there. Early bird tickets on sale now. Click there, order your tickets, and we will see you at the event after the event. More information, Xango.com. If you want more information on the incentive trip, there you go, the Xango incentive trip. You click there. You can even look at the point leaders to get more details. The pre-convention packs, if you're registered for convention, they have some pre-convention packs that you can purchase now and you can pick up at convention. Very exciting. More details on the Xalo 3D and the iPad and our weekly webinar trainings every Thursday night. So make sure that you're always going to Xango.com and plugging in, as well as on Facebook. Facebook is Xango, is facebook.com/XangoJuice. And make sure that you like that page as well. And all the news and stuff in Xango, they will also post on the Xango corporate page. And so once again, XU Worldwide, this is your one-stop place if you're not already a member. There's tuitions for just $15 a month. You just simply click on Enroll Now right here, and it'll take you. And make sure when you go to Enroll Now that you click on this red box, Xango University $15 plans. Don't click on the other plans if you want the $15 plan. It's the best deal that we have right now. And you'll have access to all of the curriculum. You'll have access to all of the training. So back into the university, I just want to show you some of the stuff that's in the library. Not only our faculty training archives, but there are scripts and forms and one-touch emails. You can just copy and create your own emails to send out to people if you don't know how to write an email, etc. Our Masters of Motivation, this is our personal growth and development, and you can just see the list of authors that we have. It'll take you to their video players with amazing videos. It'll take you to ebooks. It'll take you to audios. And of course, our $1 Million Mindset archives that Sandy Cohen does as well, and so much more. So make sure you want a 3-day pass, email us. Email us at faculty@xuworldwide.com if you have any suggestions, ideas, or if you want to get a 3-day pass to take a look at it yourself. And the last thing is xuevents.com. This is where we post our future events. So every Saturday's workshop are posted here. If you look at the different events that we have our product night is every Tuesday night. Our $1 Million Minds is the third, I believe, Wednesday of the month. Our Xango corporate calls are first and third Tuesdays, as well as our Thursday night Power of 3 weekly webinar trainings. the Xango United in Las Vegas, our faculty workshops, to get amped calls every Saturday morning. So if you want one place to go to find out all events Xango, it's xuevents.com. Okay, there's a question. What does TNS mean with the iPad mini? That's a good question. I copied this slide from Team No Sleep. I loved the layout of this slide, so I grabbed their PowerPoint and just took a screenshot of this slide, and then I added this here myself. But yeah, Team No Sleep, good catch. Let's see, after I get 3 people building, then I need a place to place a new person. Below a new leg, I need to create a placement leg. All right, when you have 3 people who are building and you know they're committed, they're on ADP, they're sponsoring new people every single month, they're on the calls, they're going to the meetings, they're coming to convention, then from then on, sponsor and place new people under them and help build their volume. Your new person, you keep the sponsorship, so you're the sponsor. But your new person's volume is going to count towards their group volume also, and it helps them work together as a team. Sometimes there's other reasons to place people, maybe because they know each other. Maybe you've got a doctor and you bring in another doctor, or maybe you bring in a networker from a company that some other networker has been in before and they know the same people, or whatever. But for the most part, I sponsor and place wide until I find 3 that are serious and committed, and then I focus on those 3 like a laser until I get where I want to go. And then I might open a 4th leg, and I might open a 5th leg, and so on, because this is a lifelong career. Remember, Xango is something that we have that will grow forever, that we can sell, we can pass down to our children, our grandchildren. So 10 years from now, I'm still going to be sponsoring new distributors and new customers because I love people, I love this opportunity, and I will never be too busy or too retired to share what I have to offer with other people. All right, I think we are done. I think we have questions answered, and I believe that it's time for a day. But I heard 2 people on the speaker line. I just heard Carol Ferrier. And Carol, I would just love for you to share just a moment. I know I'm calling you on the spot, but that's okay. I'd love for you to share with us just a moment about, we have somebody that you personally sponsored that just won the trip to Mexico, actually 2 people that you personally sponsored. So just share with us for a second and help us close up this call today about how important it is to focus on these promotions in our compensation plan.
Well, Collie, thank you for inviting me on the call. That's just so kind of you. We are thrilled when we see our people jumping in like that and working at their at the different promotions and working hard. I'm really excited for our team and really excited that they have accomplished those goals. Awesome. One thing that I've learned from you as our upline leader over the years is that that's all we need to do is focus on these key things that are being promoted at the moment. That's what takes us to the next level. We are really excited when we see each of our team members accomplish this. We're so proud for them and just so thrilled. And
Carol,
we're looking forward.
Thank you so much for sharing with us. And I also see Sandy Cohen in there busy. I'm sure she's on the speaker line. So Sandy, why don't you talk to us a little bit about Xango United or anything else that you want to about this training call here today and close us up for the day.
Well, if you're on the call live or you're watching the replay, really, really know what you've got your hands on here. If you've ever dreamed of being in the right place at the right time, I'll tell you, Collie, I'm actually more excited than I was. November the 4th, 2002, especially for all the brand new people who are yet going to build their dream and live life as it should be. Xango United is something that you can't miss. Of course, you can't miss Rush. So if you're going to come to Rush, you obviously need to stay for Sunday. And I remember over 20 years ago when we started working together, how I also struggled to get to events. 5 girls sleeping in a room, having alarms, sharing one bathroom. And the highlight of my attending events was your Sunday event after the event, where I walked away with actual things that I could implement immediately. And taking those trainings helped me to grow. And if you have a big dream, you won't have to wait 10 years to be an overnight success like I struggled, because we have everything in place. And for most of you who are guests or don't know, this international convention only happens every 2 years. So whether you have to drive, if you have to carpool, if you have to sell your Xbox, do whatever you need to do to be at Rush and stay for Sunday's event. And go to XangoUnited.com. The early bird tickets are on sale now. They will expire and pricing will go up after the end of July. Take advantage. Get some extra tickets for people who will not even be on your team today, but will be on your team next week or next month. So you have extra tickets at the discounted pricing as well. I mean, think about it. What is it worth to you and your business to have about 40 people who have already done it teach you what they do and say and what they're going to do and say once they leave Vegas that weekend? It will probably put your business at least 6 months ahead. So we're looking forward to seeing everyone who's serious in Vegas at the MGM. And remember, Mayweather is fighting that Saturday night at the MGM. So do whatever you need to do to secure your hotel room and make sure you're there. So thanks for just a great training today, Colleen. I can't wait to forward it to some people that are eager to hear about Show Me the Money like no other company. And thanks for all you do.
Thank you, and thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you on the next webinar. Bye, everyone.